All right, guys, here's the latest news on the war on terror front. U.S. drones killed 3 militants in Pakistan's Taliban-controlled region of North Waziristan. And by militant, I mean the term that the White House uses for any human being blown to pieces by a U.S. missile. Not only has the perpetual use of drones over Pakistan, Yemen, and Somalia killed countless innocent civilians, but the operations are planting the seeds of resentment and thus terrorism against the U.S. among the civilian populations of these countries. This was exactly the point that former U.S. President Jimmy Carter made to me last week during my trip to Haiti. Check it out.
I personally think that we do more harm than good by having our drones attack some potential terrorists who have not been tried or proven that they're guilty. But in the meantime, the drone attacks also killed, women and children, sometimes at weddings. And I think this arouses more new terrorists than it possibly corrects in maybe killing a few other terrorist leaders.
In fact, his point is also one made by Pakistan's foreign minister, who has said that the #1 reason for anti-American sentiment in the region is drone warfare. But alas, this country chooses to drone on. So with the holidays right around the corner, let's talk about what's on President Obama's wish list this year. My guess is that it's an upgrade of his favorite toy, killer unmanned robots, which is why I like to call President Obama the Drone King. In fact, today's hashtag is officially Drone King, a phrase I coined on the show that's been picking up some steam in the social media world. So keep throwing that into the Twitterverse. So anyways, yes, it's a great year for drones. And you won't believe what kind of upgrades they've been getting lately. Check this one out. The DHS is funding a new underwater robot made to look like a tuna fish through a contract with the corporation Boston Engineering. According to the agency, the natural-looking design is perfect for covert security missions. And look at this. What looks like science fiction is actually a robo-jellyfish being developed by Virginia Tech for the U.S. Navy, with the goal of one day putting autonomous robot jellyfish in every body of water around the world. Yep, drones aren't limited to the skies anymore, although we are seeing a record number of licenses granted for unmanned drones to fly over the U.S. Take a look at this map. It was put together by the Electronic Frontier Foundation through a FOIA lawsuit against the FAA and shows you the number of licenses the U.S. military has to fly drones in U.S. airspace. The records obtained by the EFF also reveal that the Air Force has been testing a whole host of new drones, like the Puma AE, which can be launched from and land on practically any environment at a fraction of the size of the larger, deadlier drones that have been used in countless targeted assassination campaigns overseas. Then there's the Scan Eagle, developed by In Situ. These puppies host a camera turret that can track moving targets for extended periods of time, even if the drone is moving away from the target. And while there are countless other drone projects in the works, I do want to mention what is possibly the creepiest of them all, a DARPA Reaper that uses Gorgon stare technology, which is defined as a spherical array of 9 cameras mounted on a single area drone, capable of capturing motion imagery on an entire city landscape. So guys, what this little drone update should tell you is that if you didn't think that you can fall victim to the surveillance state, you're wrong. You already have. We all have.